listen to this radio in the cars as well. So mic ho gaji on sare ne. Okay, so just to let you know guys, we are already live on more than 10 platforms right now. So whatever platform you think is good for you, you can share it on your page. We are live on IPTV right now. We are live on BTV Broadcasting's Apple, Android apps, radio app. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, website, and many other streams. So feel free to share that on any of your page as well.
For putting this debate. Thank you to all the candidates who have shown up today for this debate. I'm Raj Taliwal. I was elected in 2021. The reason I started in 2021 was because I felt we were getting ignored at the City Hall. For the last 4 years, they haven't been able to ignore us. You know why? Simple reason. Because of the strong voice I have been there, fighting each day, every second of my day for Ward 5. Making sure we get what we deserve. Enough of us driving their taxis, working at their fast foods. This is our time. This is now, and this is what we have done in the last 4 years. We have delivered Northeast Athletic Complex. We have made sure that we have created jobs through bringing Costco here. We have made sure Country Hills is moving along. We have made sure that we have Skyview Library for our kids, Cornerstone Regional Park, more bus transit. All possible because I was able to fight for Northeast, fight for Ward 5, growing up in these communities. Firsthand, I knew our problems. I want to continue fighting for our kids, our families. You know why? Because they deserve more, and I will be there as a strong voice for you. Thank you.
Our second one, Mr. Gurpreet Dhillon.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Gurpreet Dhillon, and I'm running to be your councillor in Ward 5. I'm not just familiar with Ward 5, I'm rooted in it. I came to Canada at the age of 16 after a tragic loss of my parents. I came with grief, uncertainty, but I also came with the values that my father lived by every day. Honesty, humility, and service. With that chaos that followed, it was this very community that held me up. That experience didn't just shape me, it gave me purpose. I've served as a community peace officer, correctional officer, and caseworker. I've walked these streets, listened at doorsteps, and listened to Ward 5 people. I look at Ward 5 through every lens, navigating as a kid through grief, and as a peace officer, serving Calgarians, listening to thousands of them every day, and now as a father, raising my very own family in this very neighborhood. Ward 5 gave me.
So, Mr. Tariq Khan.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you BTV and Gurbani Radio for giving us the opportunity. My name is Tariq Khan and I'm running to be your councillor in Ward 5. I've been living in this ward over 28 years and I've seen each and every day that, especially last 4 years, the services are completely declining. We are living in a vulnerable situation. If you go to see our infrastructure, our road infrastructure, our safety, our kids are not safe anymore. People are living in a vulnerable situation by thinking about that when their kids go to school, whether they come back safe or not. You can see that the Buzzard, they're sitting around the parks, nobody is taking care of them. We have lack of facilities, starting from recreational centers. There's only Genesis Center which cannot, it's overcrowded. And $500 million spending on the arena at this council, not acceptable. I would say that would have been come to the Ward 5 in different areas of Calgary. But I would do that as your upcoming councillor. I will bring all that fair funding up here. We will stop tax hikes, and especially whatever we are challenges facing together, we will work together to overcome that. Thank you.
Thank you. So the next, Reem Moshiana.
Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, and Assalamu Alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to BTV and Gurbani 102.7 for organizing this debate. My name is Reem Moshiana. I was raised in Mortville, Castle Ridge, and Falcon Ridge, and I went to Crossing Park School. Ward 5 is my home. This is where my roots are. I founded the In Memory of Ronak Foundation after the loss of my daughter to support families who are going through the hardest times of their lives. That experience taught me three things: compassion, resilience, and the importance of action. That's what true leadership is. Families in Ward 5 are struggling with the rising costs, unsafe streets, and services that do not match our growth. My priorities are simple: affordability, safety, and infrastructure. That's why I will freeze property taxes until a full audit of city spending is complete to make sure waste is cut, essentials are funded, and money stays in the pockets of residents. If elected, I would be the first female, first-generation Canadian councillor for Ward 5.
Thank you. So we have next Jigar Patel.
Hello, namaste, Sasrikar, everyone. Thank you to BTV and all the viewers and who came here. So my name is Jigar Patel, and I provide safety and security devices to all over Alberta here. And so we have seen not much happening in our Ward 5 as compared to the other wards, because I go all over the city every day, and we need more fair share for Ward 5, and we need to improve our streets like Métis and 60th Street and 36th Street. And I will work with this police and the community as a link between them to make our ward more safe. Because safety is our priority first. Once we are safe, then everything can grow up easily. And that's all for me.
Thank you. We have now Harry Papa.
Good morning, Sat Sri Akal, everyone. Salam. My name is Engineer Harry Singh Purba. My wife, she is a teacher. My sons, one is a doctor and one is an engineer. And I worked in the Punjab State Election Board for many years before coming to Canada as an SPO and senior assistant. And when I came here, so I only had like 14 years of job, and I came here for a good system. And in the beginning, the system was very good. I was enjoying it, but for the past few years, the system is not good. The governance system, Canadian system, we are very unsafe now. There is no cleanliness here. I feel that we are getting ignored by the city, and our ward is not safe anymore. We have a lot of property taxes, and we have an insurance problem also, and our youth is frustrated, and there are so many bad things happening in our ward. Our community is getting down now, reputation is getting down now, and so that's why I came here for a good system, but when I'm seeing that the system is not good anymore, so I decided to run for the council elections. So my target is, my mission is to safeguard the Ward 5, to engage our youth so that they can become good.
Thank you. Arya Sardar confirmed with us, but I don't know, he's missing out. So, एक गल होर दसा जो वॉशरूम है गया, just go outside and practice for men and right on for the women, and we have exit over here, emergency exit on the left side. So now let's go to the panel. First of all, we have with us our panelist, Dr. Seva Singh Premi. Dr. Seva Singh Premi is the president of the Indian-Canadian Community Association and has been serving Canadian communities for over 27 years. A former officer with the Indian Navy and Merchant Navy, he has dedicated himself to the voluntary social service and notary work since 1998. He has authorized 2 books and received multiple awards and a honorary doctorate for his contributions. So let's have a round of applause. Our second panelist is a renowned lawyer, Taranjit Singh Aujla. Mr. Aujla is a senior partner of Reliance Legal Group LLP with over 17 years of legal practice in Calgary. He specialized in immigration law. He successfully represented clients at the Immigration Appeal Division and federal courts, and also advises on real estate matters, fluent in English.
Thank you for the question. Actually, all of us, we are working together for the Ward 5. But it's a bureaucratic system in place in the city hall. You guys know that how it works. Even as Raj said that he has done there's so many things that he allocated budget, bringing Glasgow, bringing other things. My question is to Raj that all 4 years, hundreds of thousands of our cars have been broken on country hills. Those potholes could have been covered while they were working on the other sides. So as Dylan said that basically we are lacking with so many things. This northeast area is completely being neglected. I was just traveling north of Meiji Trail. Actually, I was just coming in and see everybody saw that when we were putting our sign with the grass, the cleanness, the spray, the pounds like cleanness, city commute from Cornerstone to Redstone, Skyview, coming on 68th Street. Sometimes it takes 2 hours. So there are always alternate routes. We need more proper infrastructure, and we need to raise our voice in City Council to give more budget, more policing for the safer. Our drivers are not safe. They're white collars. Most of us, they live in Northeast Ward 5 and driving across. On the west side, on the southwest side, we are going to see, but the northeast side, they are being pepper sprayed and they are being, okay, I'll go for that.
Thank you. Before we close now.
When is that going to be completed? How long do we have to wait? Families deserve durable repairs, clear timelines, and accountability. No more patchwork, fix roads right the first time and on time. And I will touch base on transit as well. So transit in Northeast Calgary needs to match our growth. We have the highest ridership but the worst service. So we need more frequent routes, and I will fight for those during peak hours and safer and brighter stations. I will also advocate and push for the Blue Line funding from the province and the federal government. Our families deserve transit that keeps up with our pace. So moving forward, Northeast has the most highest ridership, but the worst service. I'll be delivering frequent routes, and I will push for the Blue Line.
So first of all, we know that so much traffic coming around the Meiji and 60th Street, right? So my first work will be to fix that traffic lines first of all, and then bring safety to our community first, and then we'll work on more frequent buses in our area, and to rearrange the bus stops in certain areas too far for some people to reach that location. And I promise you, I won't wait for a developer to and let my ward member hit the potholes on the same spot every day. So that will be me on that.
So what I feel that the roads on the northeast side, those are not good. Take the example of airport rail. You take Stony, you exit Stony on the airport rail, you can see, oh, it's northeast, right? That's the situation there. And on the airport rail, there is no, there are no lanes, only single lane.
Signage, it's awful. It's awful when I go to the door knocking, and even those first mainstream people, I would say white people, most of them, they complain that I'm not enough vote for the guy that does the big signs. I would go to the city hall and I will request and introduce the law that there shouldn't be any sign more than 4x4, as city of Airdrie has. So 4x8 sign should be eliminated. And if any signage, more people, I will ask, recruit more people who will take care of the signage. And they allow them, and if somebody do their business advertisement, then city should make money for that. So that can spend back to the communities. But this is, they are pretending to be some kind of, 1 week, this sign will be here for this event, and then another extending, and then tags, and this is the whole mafia. We need to finish that. You see that those builders and developers, those big signs, that destruct, even that is hurting our safety, our kids' safety. So I would go and pass the bylaw and eliminate these signboards shouldn't be there. Only the authorized companies should be there, and there should be a fee for that for the city of Calgary.
We gave them 27 million design work. NACOM is doing detailed design right now. We're gonna be shovel ready. Savannah work is happening. The provincial government has given us 43 million. City has already committed. I have actually in 23 to 26 budget cycle committed 2 stations. We just wrote a letter to federal government last week, Mayor did, because the budget is coming up. And I talked to Corey Hogan MP the other day. I said, make sure, please give us funding for 2 stations because the catchment is happening at Cornerstone, Redstone, Skyview, Cityscape. Savannah is great. We need Savannah to go to the airport to that connector. Because that study is also coming to IPC in January for next council. But most important is let's bring the catchment at Country Hills. Make sure those riders, right now our ridership is 101 million people a year, just in the city, and Ward 5 is number 1. It's called Parks and Playground Amenities. Under that $2.5 million investment, next week or the week after, we're opening a new inclusive playground on Redstone Drive and Amber's Gate. These are the results you can see. So my commitment is I want to make sure that we have actually installed 151 benches in the parks. They're not enough. The reason they're not enough because we didn't have a strong voice at City Council previously because City is still using the same planning methods for the parks. They're not considering that our population has grown. We have a multi-generational families where grandparents are bringing their kids, where families are coming. So 4 benches are not enough. So what I have done is now I work with the city and we're changing the planning process where I'm asking to engage the communities where they're going to build the parks to make sure we have proper amenities. Just last month, I brought a notice of motion, which is now looking for alternate method of community level amenities. Exactly for this reason. So next year we can build more gazebos, we can put more washrooms, and washrooms is a debatable one because some communities don't want it. Like that's my commitment. Thank you. They have done a study on this, and study is saying that financially putting washrooms in brownfield development is not financially viable. It's going to cost taxpayers lots of money. But what we are doing is we just spoke about Blue Line, that when we do the greenfield stations, Blue Line, Savannah, Country Hills, we are doing Green Line work, which is going to go to Shepherd. These stations should incorporate in their design washrooms. And we got to make sure that these washrooms are easily accessible, but also safe. And also operationally, they're not putting burden on our traction, because that's very important. And making sure that they do not become attraction for social disorder, or yes. So greenfield development, washrooms are part of the strategy. So when we start, I think the design work is happening and they're considering all that. Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
As a councillor, because it's not only in your hands, I believe it's in 3 level of governance. How will you represent as a councillor to tell the public, to tell our residents that this is what you will do going forward to make sure that the public feels safe? Because there has been some recent incidents where public safety has, been reported, and also the one allegation with Bahadur and Sherry noted that public concern was that Calgary Police Services does not respond the way public expects them to respond.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Safety is very important to me as a father, as a husband, as a son. And coming from oil and gas, we always preached and lived safety above all else. Working with CPS, when we got elected, we gave them the record amount of budget that they asked for. Because we were coming out of COVID, we were seeing some of the issues that they had not previously seen. Downtown social disorder was a big problem. Some of the social disorder had shifted to the transit, so we gave them all those resources. But unfortunately, what is happening is we are not getting support from other levels of government. Police funding, $60 per capita, it's been the same for the last 10 years by the provincial government. One police officer is serving 600 calculated. 600. Just imagine if 0.5% of them commit a crime. There's 3 people committing a crime, someone killing someone, speeding someone, breaking in, where the police officer is going to go. So what we need to do is we need to work with the province. Province just gave us 50 officers under CERT program, which is great, but we also need to work with the federal government to make changes into the bail program, because bail reform is a big issue when I talk to police officers. They're exhausted. I have a police officer who worked in District 5, and it took him 3 hours to write a report, and within 48 hours this person was out on the streets. What we have done as a council, we have written to the provincial government to allow us for community votes, because our vote system is locked up. So those are the things that I'm looking forward to next year.
Good to interrupt.
These 4 concerns.
Oh, okay, because my colleague was giving the answer that there are arenas are coming, this and that, so I was bit confused that what exactly the question was being asked. So my take is on that, to be very honest, last 8-9 years, there's no glass cutting, there's no spray, no pond cleaning, parks are like, feel like that it's a gravel parks. So it was completely being neglected. Snow removal, there is no, they just only snow remove only part of the main roads, but inside I think they have already cut the budget because it's a northeast. So we need a strong voice in city council who can speak on behalf of the resident and who can stand for that. When people are just go out and voting 22% and just 22% vote, how would you elect the person that who can go and speak on behalf of you? So this is entirely Ward 5 resident as well. Go out and use your vote. When you 60-70% vote, and that will be your true representative, and he can speak on behalf of you who is facing these challenges every single day. And I think we need people who are living here in our area, and they are cleaning the ponds and they are cutting the grass on the other part of the park. But in Northeast, they don't have job to do it. Why? Because we don't have budget.
Thank you.
Ranch and brick and mortar library is already budgeted for. So these are the things that show the community that we are here. This is not the time that they can ignore us, and that's why I always say, hey, enough of you thinking that we're just happy to be here. When it comes to, like I mentioned before, Papa program was a perfect example, that bring in that money so we can invest into recreation, we can invest in parks, we can invest into playgrounds, we can invest into roads. I heard speeding was an issue, speed bumps. One of my colleagues had said, Walter Drive is getting permanent speed bumps. Skyview Ranch Street is getting permanent speed bumps. And the reason I know this is because I'm on these streets every day since I got elected, talking to people, making sure that they have what they need. And 2 more speed bumps are already slated for next year on Saddlebridge Drive and Saddleland Drive. So these are the things we are doing to make sure that our residents feel that they are getting the future.
Our youngsters, they are involved in drugs, gang, violence. These Northeast is sanctuary of those criminals. You know why? Because it was completely neglected. We have the highest crime rate in the entire country. And what I would say, what I would suggest, that people from you, people from public, business people, we need to sit all together. We need to even, we will encourage the businesses to hire the private security. We need to stop those criminals. We need to make those speed bumps where those gangs are driving like 40 speed limit and driving 120 kilometers like that. So our streets are not safe, and most of the people who are making a little bit money, they are just moving from Ward 5 to another ward just for the security and safety of their kids. So this is the most important thing that we need to talk to provincial government, we need to talk to the federal government, and we need to talk to the city and business people and the community associations and local non-profit organizations to educate each other, because this is the most important thing to save our kids. Because of unsafe atmosphere, there is a trauma, there is a bullying, there is a violence.
Thank you. Time is up.
And everything in books. when you cannot get the health system implemented in the entire province, you cannot just do that in Ward 5 or 1. But if you can do the other areas, why not in Ward 5? Why not in Ward 5? It means that we are lacking with something. And what is that? Probably you need to negotiate with the provincial and federal government and also the non-governmental organization to help, work, advocate, and we need to do the study on this. And we need to involve those people and push more to get grants and funding. That's where the federal and provincial governments are.
Council killed that resilient roofing program in June 2022. I was really mad. I brought a notice of motion last year in December to reinstate it. So the work has already started, and I want you guys to listen to this. What we have done is we are creating a hail resilient improvement network. What that is going to do is it's going to bring developers, builders, insurance companies, real estate agents, and they're going to give a recommendation to the provincial government to make changes as needed. Second thing, what we are doing is we are asking provincial government to make changes to the Municipal Government Act, Section 390.1, to allow us to give more grants to homeowners under our Clean Energy Improvement Program, which is the SEEP, but we need provincial government to allow us. So as a council, we have written a letter to them. The third thing we have done is we have also asked provincial government to create Alberta Community Resilience Program based grant program for hail protection. It should be called Hail Protection Program for vulnerable communities such as Ward 5, where we are in the midst of the hail alley. The last thing I want to do is next term when I'm elected, we can also work with the provincial government. Due to Bill 18, there's some complications because provincial doesn't allow us to go straight to the federal government, but under federal government's climate adaptation and action plan, we're going to ask them to provide more funding and grants to these residents. Thank you.
Thank you. My other colleagues said that this next council doesn't need to do anything because since 2016, 17, 18, well, I was 3 times victim of this hail damage, and my house couldn't even repair till today because of lack of labor. Or there are so many other complications as well. The thing is that it's a $5 billion tax. Nobody wants to talk about that. This is because election season. We are talking about that, but we need to bring provincial and federal government on board to get more grants for this special, because we are Canadians, we are Albertans, we are Calgarians, we are residents of Ward 5, and we deserve that. We do not belong to the other places that we cannot. If this disaster happened in Ward 5, and this time Ward 3, and it was 3 times, so we need to push our other partners and other governments, and we need to bring that grants money back and give subsidy to the homeowners, and our 3 levels of government, including builders, developers, next homeowner association, they need to work together. And those houses which are already built in and being affected, we need to work with those owners and give them subsidy to get the roof done by according to the weather resilience. Thank you.
Thank you. Section of crime has definitely gone up. So when I was at the council and our previous chief Newfield, I asked him straight up, and people can go look up the meeting. I said, Ward 5 population has gone up. Per capita, we are not investing much. There's 4, okay.
I think he should acknowledge. When it comes to extortion, sir, there's actually a team with Calgary Police Services that respond to these extortions. But business owners are not aware. And then we need to bring awareness around business owners. They need to come out and report more. People do not report these crimes. Quarter 1, 2025, one community in Ward 5 was number 7 in crime. But what comes with it? We need presence of police force. We need presence out there.
Thank you. We need more presence of police, we need more engagement of our youth, and we need to discourage those drug sellers that who are on the street, and we need to stop those criminals on the street by meeting people and with the resident and with the police services, with the police officers, and with the non-governmental organization to funding more. those who can educate the people who are living in this Ward 5, and they can help prevent these crimes.
I don't think it's necessarily the perception. Crime and theft is rising and we see it, we hear it. Like I mentioned previously, we need more policing, we need brighter streets, and we also need prevention programs in place. So that's what I will be advocating for and pushing for. Thank you.
So the basic answer is policing and collaboration with the people, or like make more informers, because these criminals are not working by themselves. There should be people around them, and there should be some people also know them. So we should be more informative.
That's why. Because you are just for the chairman.
He is saying that it's approved right now.
Don't make us fool, man. Always speaking the dreams and okay. ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ ਜੇ ਓਪੀ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਜਵਾਬ ਦੇਵੇ ਜਵਾਬ ਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਏਗਾ ਬੜਾ ਹੋਣੇ ਬੰਦ ਕਰੇ ਸ਼ਾਮੇ ਪਿੱਛੋਂ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਹਾਂ ਆਜਾ
opportunity and giving the Ward 5. That was absolutely personal question, and I was here, I told my colleague that do not need to answer that question. That's okay, it's fine, nothing happened. Just anybody who becomes a personal, this is nothing big deal. I told Raj not to speak about it, but that's fine, it's okay. It's not your fault, it's not anybody's fault. We are all here for the betterment of our resident of Ward 5. This was the one koi pareshan hone ki lod nahi hai. What a panel, that was the best panel I have ever seen in the last 20 years. Very unbiased. Every opportunity, being a candidate, we all got that, we all received that. We appreciated that, and hats off to you that you have done this much work for the resident of Ward 5. From core of my heart, on behalf of my colleagues, we appreciate your effort, Baji. This was the koi aisi gal nahi hai. It was a just small incident which is gone. We are here to talk about for the betterment of residents. Thank you.